let's open up this little stove and see what all comes with it. Got old Ranger over here. He's running around, drinking up all the water out here and chewing on everything in the yard. All right, that's how it comes boxed up. And it is the Hike Crew camping stove. Let's see what we got to do to get into this thing. All right, cool. It comes in a convenient little carry bag. Now we'll open this dude up. And we'll open this. See what this does. I've had a stove similar to this before. And there is the stove part on the inside. Okay, cool. So it all fits inside one nice little carrying case. So it all comes all nice and neat. And I guess this is the stand for the bottom of the propane bottle. It's gonna open up like this, all the way around. And then this dude's gonna screw onto El Propane. There we go. Now we're gonna turn it on. All right, cool. We got some fire. Now let's put the stand on. It's probably easier to put it on. Let's see, we got the big one, we got the big one, and we got the big one. There we go. All right, so we got it all situated right there. We'll set this dude up like that. And this is the lid. Now, so it's got a locking pod adapter, and then this dude comes up here and it connects like that. And this dude is not going anywhere. So that is perfect for whenever you're cooking them freeze-dried meals or whatever, whenever you go camping. We'll go ahead and detach this thing, and you turn it on this side right here. There's a little knob, and then there's a Pez lighter right here. You just click it, and that dude just turns into a jet engine. You can turn it up higher, you can turn it off, whatever. So we're gonna fill this up with water, and we're actually going to see how quick it can bring some water to a boil. Load some water in here. We're gonna put about half a liter, because that's usually what you're gonna use whenever you're doing all your freeze-dried foods. And we're gonna turn this on, and we're gonna let it roll. All right, oh, that didn't take long for it to start boiling. We're at a rolling boil. I mean, that didn't take long at all. I'll turn this dude off. Yeah, that did not take long at all to come to a boil. So food will be ready quick. All right, like I said, that did not take long for that water to come to a complete boil. And I mean, that is some steaming hot stuff right there. So the only thing I noticed so far that I do not like about the stove is that this lid it's not tight. But other than that, I love the fact that it has a handle here and that I could hold it here while I'm eating, and how fast it brings that water to a boil. But I wanted to show that it also allows you to use other pots besides the one that is included. It has this adapter right here, and on that adapter, you move each one of these out, and then it sits right on top of the stove like that, and you can place your regular pot on top of this. Let me show you. So right here in my hands, I have the Überleben. I have the titanium Kessel, and this thing is neat, and it will fit perfectly right on top of that stove. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna fire this off, and we're gonna see how long it takes for it to come to a boil like this. We're gonna add a little bit of water in there. We're gonna fill half of this pot up. Now, it's very easy. You just turn this knob, and you press this button, and you got fire. And you turn it. Now we're just waiting for it to start burling. Now this has been on for just a couple seconds, and it is already starting to get bubbles in the bottom. That is crazy how fast this thing boils the water. And we got us a rolling boil now. That is crazy how fast this thing comes to a boil. All right, let's see how hot this handle is. Oh, that handle's not hot at all. That's crazy how fast this comes to a boil. So you take your adapter off, you just go ahead and you turn this thing like this, and then you unscrew your stove like that. And then you take your little mount off at the bottom down here, silly thing. And then it just folds up like that. Now, with this right here, you could go ahead and set this dude right here inside that, and then you could put this down inside your cup, along with this. Put your lid back on, and go ahead and do your handle up like that, and then it'll fit conveniently inside this little carry bag. Now this is pretty cool because everything that you need, minus the propane canister, will fit inside this bag. Unless, now there's different size propane canisters. You got the big one, you got the small one. The small one should fit somewhat comfortably inside here like that. Now, your stove, your propane, everything is all in one container. So I tried to see if the propane canister would fit inside the pot, but that's a no-go, but it'll fit inside the bag just like this, and you are good to go. You can throw this in your backpack, and it's relatively lightweight. I want to say it's close to maybe 2 pounds, tops, 2 pounds. And you got enough there to where you could cook a lot of meals while you're out there. You could boil a pretty good bit of water if you didn't have to, if you didn't have any way to filter it. So hopefully you enjoyed this. I'll see you next time. God bless you.